Mexican cartels targeting Border Patrol agents with kamikaze drones, explosives amid Trump crackdown report. The Trump administration continues to implement stringent border security measures and target illegal immigrants, prompting Mexican drug cartels to escalate their tactics. According to a recent report, cartels are now ordering their members to attack U.S. Border Patrol agents using kamikaze drones and explosives. A memo obtained by reveals that Mexican cartel leaders have authorized the use of drones equipped with explosives against U.S. Border Patrol agents and military personnel stationed along the U.S.-Mexico border. The memo, dated February 1, 2025, was issued by the El Paso Sector Intelligence and Operations Center, or EPT-IOC. The document states, "It is recommended that all U.S. Border Patrol agents and Department of Defense personnel working along the border report any sighting of drones to their respective leadership staff and the EPT-IOC." The memo also highlights that cartel leaders are urging assassins to target border personnel. Last week, Border Patrol agents in Fronton, Texas, came under gunfire from cartel members in Mexico. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, the cartel members fled Mexico due to increased military presence and sought refuge on an island located between Mexico and the U.S. The warning about cartel drone attacks comes as the Trump administration intensifies efforts to secure the southern border. Recent measures include deportation raids targeting illegal immigrants with criminal records and stricter border enforcement policies. Cartel leaders reportedly view the increased U.S. presence as a threat to their drug and human smuggling profits. In response to the growing threat posed by cartels, U.S. Senator Mike Lee, a Republican from Utah, has proposed an unconventional solution, authorizing private parties to target drug cartels for profit. In a post on X, Lee suggested that Congress could issue letters of marque and reprisal to private security firms or trained civilians, allowing them to intercept cartel operations. Lee wrote, "Focus on disrupting supply lines, capturing high-value targets, or seizing assets like boats, vehicles, cash, gold, or equipment used in criminal activities." He argued that this approach would reduce costs to American taxpayers, as privateers would be compensated with a portion of the assets they capture. U.S. pauses Mexico and Canada tariffs after border security agreements. Leaders announce 30-day tariff suspension. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and U.S. President Donald Trump have agreed to a 30-day suspension of U.S. tariffs following new border security agreements. The Mexican and Canadian leaders pledged to deploy thousands of police officers to their borders with the U.S. to combat drug trafficking and undocumented migration. In a televised address, President Sheinbaum detailed her conversation with President Trump, which led to the tariff pause. She explained that they discussed the flow of people and drugs into the U.S., as well as the movement of weapons into Mexico. Sheinbaum praised for handling Trump tariff threats. Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum has received widespread praise for her handling of the tariff negotiations. She announced that Trump had paused tariffs on Mexico after she committed to deploying 10,000 National Guard officers to the border to address drug trafficking and undocumented migration. Jorge Guajardo, former ambassador to China and member of the opposition National Action Party, described Sheinbaum's approach as masterful. He stated, "How well President Sheinbaum played it. Masterful. While the world's leaders will see in Petro how not to do it, they will see in Sheinbaum how to do it well." Lila Abed, director of the Mexico Institute at the Wilson Center in Washington, D.C., noted that Sheinbaum had taken a very cautious and strategic approach to the Trump administration. Similarly, Mexican political scientist Denise Dresser commended Sheinbaum for maintaining a very measured tone during the tariff discussions. Canada's commitments to border security. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau also secured a pause on tariffs by committing to strengthen border security. Julian Karaguizian, a professor of economics at McGill University, highlighted Canada's $1.3 billion border security plan and the deployment of an additional 10,000 frontline personnel to the border. Karaguizian also noted that Canada agreed to designate Mexican drug cartels as terrorist organizations, appoint a fentanyl czar, and establish a Canada-US joint task force to combat organized crime. Despite these efforts, Karaguizian expressed skepticism that the tariff issue is fully resolved, suggesting that Trump may be using the situation to demonstrate his commitment to campaign promises. "I don't personally believe this is the end of the story," Karaguizian said, "but it is possible that President Trump was just trying to not only make a show but actually fulfill a campaign promise and create a flurry of activity to show his base and show the wider American public that not only is he fulfilling his campaign promises, but he's doing it with extreme prejudice." Trump fulfilling campaign promises with extreme prejudice. Karaguizian emphasized that Trump's actions reflect his determination to fulfill campaign promises aggressively. The temporary tariff pause, he argued, may be part of a broader strategy to demonstrate decisive action on border security and trade issues to his supporters and the American public. The 30-day suspension of U.S. tariffs on Mexico and Canada follows significant commitments from both countries to enhance border security and combat cross-border crime. While the agreements have been praised as a diplomatic success, analysts caution that the tariff issue may not be fully resolved, with Trump likely to continue leveraging the situation to advance his political agenda. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more updates on this topic.